Why did more people trust Morristown Hamlin Healthcare System last year? Maybe it's our compassionate, highly skilled ER with round-the-clock emergency surgical services, the area's only cath lab for heart attack patients, our comprehensive regional cancer center with personalized treatment plans, the only local hospital delivering our next generation of babies, and all part of the region's top-performing healthcare network. Morristown Hamlin Healthcare System, a member of Covenant Health.
In the very beginning, didn't she?
Lilly Moore started her career with the Citizen Tribune. When we first started in business, Lilly Moore, I hired Lilly to survey blocks, residences by addresses in different blocks where we could set up a carrier force. That's what she was hired to do. And she did that, and about where you were sitting, there was a big window. That window that's over there was over here. And she came back in one day and she said, I think I'm going to work for you. And I said, what can you do? And she said, well, I think I'll just be a proofreader. And we hadn't started even production yet. And so we started production, and Lilly became the first proofreader. Now there was another gal that at that time was writing a column, Solana Gill. And it was a people's column. In other words, who's coming to dinner and all that kind of stuff. Solana Gill wrote that column, and she had written it for the Gazette, very frankly, all those years. And she got mad at them and come to work for us. Well, when Solana died, Lilly says, I never promoted Lilly. I never promoted her from doing the names on the streets. She came in and said, I think I want to write that column. And then when the woman's editor, we had two or three about that come along. We'd been through 4 or 5 of those, and probably by the 80s, Lilly had been here 10 or 15 years, and one of them resigned, and she came in and she said, I know you don't think I can do the job, but I'm starting as women editor in the morning. And I said, really? And I said, have I got anything to say about it? She said, no, that's what I'm going to do. And so Lilly became the women's editor, and probably about 1980, I suppose, and did just a beautiful job, and carried on the tradition of writing columns about who was coming to town for dinner and stuff that people back in those ages back in that period, had time to read and enjoy, and she did a great job, really. And
what do you remember about her, Judy, working with her?
Well, her attitude, the way she felt, her personality. But we would be a rainy Monday, and she'd come in, what a beautiful day God's give us. and she was always had a great attitude toward her job and the people around her.
And probably the greatest thing that Lilly ever did for us is what you do today. She said, we will have. Lilly made some decisions around here that people don't realize she made. We will have the scripture verse for today in the paper, and I'll tell you what it's going to be. Yeah. And she put that on the editorial page, and we still do.
Judy, did you ever try walking into Jack's office and telling him how it would be?
No.
But Lilly did. And I'm going to tell
He would say Martin.
I'll tell you one funny story. Now, this is not from print, but we had a managing editor by the name of Bill Hodges. And Bill had worked for the News Sentinel. And Bill was probably our first managing editor. And the composing room was about where the advertising department is. Where we're sitting was the advertising department, and the composing room was about where the news department is, and there was a double door going back into the paste up area and the typesetting area. The presses were back in what's now the computer room. But it's Saturday night. Now, and of course, I'm a lot mellower now than I was then. And I'd go screaming through the news department and say, why haven't we got this done and why haven't we got that done? And Bill would try to say, Jack, we're gonna get it done, we're gonna get it done. Now just don't get excited about it, we just don't get it done. And so one Saturday night, Bill and I made this up. I borrowed a blank gun, and I went back into the paste up area. And Lily's desk sat between the newsroom and the paste up area. There was a desk there, and that's where she proofread the stuff, and she was sitting there reading a copy. And I went back into the paste up area, and I whammed my fist down on the paste up desk and said, Bill, I bet I've told you 10,000 times that blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, Bill pulls out this blank gun and bam, bam, bam. Said, I've told you I'm tired of listening to this crap. And Lily jumped up and she said, oh my God, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to. Of course, I fell down on the floor and we staged all this for Lily, type of thing. And so after she screamed and hollered and told them to call the ambulance and one thing another, then I began to get up and she said, oh my goodness, the heavenly saints have come alive. No, that was probably the funniest story that we ever had with Lily. And if she was here, she would tell you, I thought it'd give her a heart attack.